Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Look what we have here. That's right, we have the new Tesla Model Y in rear-wheel drive in the newest color, Glacier Blue. Look at that. Actually, you know what? I'll flip the camera around. Look at the color. So it's one of those types of colors that under different shades of light, it does give a different effect. So it might seem a little bit dull now, but under sunlight, the color really does pop. Let me know what you think. So here is the car. As I said, this is rear-wheel drive spec. So as much as I love top spec cars, this is not the top spec that we're looking at today. So we are looking at the rear-wheel drive. And the reason why I've specifically asked for this one and for this color as well, because it is the most popular selling car. It will be the most popular selling variant, and I want to make sure that my feedback is, I guess, shared with you all as viewers. And so this is absolutely stock. It's also got the entry-level 19-inch wheels, so it doesn't have the option 20-inch wheels. So I would dare say that the comfort in this car is going to be really up there, considering they've redefined the suspension and dampening and all of that stuff. And this also has, I guess, smaller wheels, which means a thicker profile tire. So riding comfort should be absolutely number one. I've then also asked for this this color for Glacier Blue because it was a new color, and I wasn't too sure how I felt in the start because it's a new color and it did seem a bit dull. Now under this light, even though it is a bit dull here, you can see that there is a little bit light that reflects, and it does give different shades all over the car. So I feel like it might be a color that's growing on me. What do you think? Either way, I've got this car for 1 week. If you have any comments at all or questions, you name it, drop it down below in the comments below. I'll make sure I answer. I'll make sure I incorporate it in the video as well, in the long form video. I'll be doing a lot of videos and a lot of testing in this car, considering it is the most popular selling EV in Australia. And it was at one point the most popular selling car ever. That's right. And so, yeah, plenty of things to do. I haven't even got the app set up as yet, something to do. So it's so fresh that literally I do have to actually tap it and untap it to actually get in the car. So let me flip it around. So this is what we are going to be dealing with. That's the inside. And this is the rear. Can't wait to test out that rear screen as well. But yes, can't contain the excitement. I am so excited. Really looking forward to this drive. It is also very, very quiet, significantly quiet compared to being outside. Either way, one of the other things I'll call out is, in case you weren't aware, I have never driven a rear-wheel drive Model 3 or Model Y in my life. This is the first time I'll be driving a Tesla Model Y, let alone Model 3, in rear-wheel drive format. I've always just gone for the performance spec, and I did drive the long range in the original, in the Refresh 3, and then in the Y, of course, it was the performance version, and then when this came out, it was the long range that I test drove. So this will be the first time I'm driving a rear-wheel drive car, or a rear-wheel drive Model Y. So, yeah, I don't know what to think. But you all clearly love this. Australia clearly loves this car because it's the most popular selling car. So I'll be as honest as I can. I'll be as critical as I can. I'll tell you what I love, what I don't love. And let's learn about this car together. So as I said, anything else you want to know, please do drop it in the comments below. And I'll hope to get back to you as soon as I can. All right, so to kick things off, first time we are about to leave with the car. So we haven't set up profiles or anything at all. But let's look at the most important thing, range and percentage. So this is the rear-wheel drive Model Y. So we are picking up this car with 98% state of charge before we are about to drive. So we'll let the camera focus. So just on the top right here, 98%. And if I tap on that, you'll see 423 kilometers. Okay, before we leave to head back to the hills, let's do some quick adjustments for the car. So car settings on the bottom right. Let's go mirrors, so left, right, I think that's okay. Right side, that's okay. Rear mirror's good. We'll then go steering. I feel like that's okay as well. And what else? Wipers, or leave it on off at the moment. Lights are on. Auto, dynamics, chill and standard. What do you think we're going to select? Of course we're going to go with standard. Deceleration as standard. Traction control auto. I can't even turn it off. Steering weight, we'll leave it on standard to see how it is. Auto shift, it's off, out of park and on. I will actually turn it on and I will see how that goes. And autopilot, navigate on autopilot. So let's turn that on. Set speed based on speed limit, and it's fixed at 0 k's an hour, which means that it will be pretty much flat at the 0, so no room for error. So if you say 60 kilometers, it's 60 kilometers. It's not going to go 61 as an example. Lane departure, we'll turn it on assist. We want to see how annoying it gets if it is annoying. So that's pretty much it. I don't think there's anything else. And let's do one more thing. We will go showing trips card. We'll do reset on trip A, so we know that's for ours. And that is about it. We are good to go. So it says tap to activate drive. So tap on the brakes to activate drive. Or also, because we are in the new Model Y, we have aircon settings to play around with. So leave this on closed recirculation. I want cooling seats. Let's see how that goes. I've turned it on. I can feel it. And you've got this new swing mode activated. Let's see how good or bad this is. So this is on low. Now I'll put it on high with 21 as the temperature. I'll see if I can feel it in a moment. I can slightly feel it. It is definitely doing a better job than the outgoing one, the one that we have. So I can feel it on my face. So I'll leave it on low. Let's not delay the trip anymore. Let's get going. Oh, and muscle memory. I just went to do this. So, tap to activate drive. All right, tap to activate drive. Press to drive. All right, let's go.
Now turn left onto Gardeners Road.
So we do have the indicator stalk that is still here, which is great. And let's check and make sure it's not avoiding tolls, which is good. So far, so good.
In 200 meters, turn left onto O'Riordan Street.
Oh yes, I'll need to turn that navigation sounds off next. But let me tell you.
Turn left onto O'Riordan Street.
It's so comfortable. All right, voice navigation off. Okay, now we're good. So initial thoughts so far, I'm so comfortable, like really comfortable in cooling seats. That's what I mean. It's the cooling seats that does it for me. Oh. So my first impressions, and literally it's been 3 minutes of driving, is that the suspension, as you would expect, it is definitely a lot more forgiving. It doesn't hurt. You know, you feel the bumps as you've just heard me drive over the not so smooth roads, and you feel it, but it doesn't hurt. It's not like a loud thump per se. The car just takes it. And remember, this is on 19-inch, right? So, you know, park aside me comparing my current Model Y, which is on 21-inch wheels with an even thinner profile. These are 255, 45 R19s. So they are definitely a thicker profile. The 20-inch ones are also 255s, but they are 40 profile. So this is 45 profile. So there's a difference of the 5% with the 255 width. So that essentially means this is even more comfortable than the ones that you have on the optional wheels. But yeah, so far seat wise, like really comfortable. It's, I don't know, maybe it's just because I've got a Model Y. I'm definitely enjoying this car a lot right now, being comfortable. And yeah, it's probably also because my first EV actually was a Model Y. So, you know, maybe I'll hold this one close to my heart. But either way, I still can't believe it. So I'm really excited to tell you all about the car. And also, this is also my first time, as I said, being in this rear-wheel drive Model Y. So far, the instant torque and everything, like, it's fine. I think there's really too many issues. You know, I've stepped on it just a little bit to 40 Ks just then. You don't feel too much. Is it enough for daily driving? Look, I'll be honest, it is. Do I want more? I'll be honest too. Yes. Main thing I've noticed, so if you're coming out from a existing Model Y, indicators, definitely, big difference. It just feels sort of like you can click it. It doesn't feel like you've got the soft touch and the harder pull anymore. It's just pretty much straight up, it just clicks a little bit. So there's not a whole lot of leeway, and I'll show you this in the full in-depth review or coverage of the car. Steering wise, in standard form, it is actually quite light, but it still feels connected to the car. And camera quality, I don't think I could fault it. So you can also move it around, as always. They do an amazing job, and it's very intuitive as well. And if I slide this across, you know, this is your car. This is our blue car. And again, you can move it in the 3 spots. And then tick on that or touch that, and that kind of brings it over here. So yeah, the main thing that I've kind of felt different so far, obviously besides the seating, is of course the steering wheel. If you're coming from the outgoing Model Y, you'll notice that the steering wheel, the stitching, and I think I've mentioned this in my full coverage video before, is actually underneath, whereas this one here is sort of more behind. So what that means is you do actually feel the stitching a little bit more than you would in the past. But the steering wheel has been redesigned, and it does feel like you can get a better grip if you are holding it at 3 and 9 o'clock over here like this. So it feels a lot better as opposed to the previous one. But yeah, as I said, look, if you have any questions at all, please do by all means drop it in the comment box below. I know this is a very, very popular car, hence why I've asked for this variant. And I also want to know what the fuss is too, because traditionally, as a car and tech enthusiast, I've always wanted the top spec of cars, because it's fast, it's got the most gadgets and whatnot. And so this time I wanted to do something different. At least I wanted to learn and share with you all why. So going through some bumpier roads, I'll stay quiet to let the sound come through the cabin so you can hear that too. The benefits of having an EV: you've got instant torque, instant acceleration, move in and out as you need, as swiftly as you need, get out of trouble, get in lanes, you name it. Alright, so we are entering, I guess, one of the highways in Sydney. May potentially be going through a tunnel. Don't quote me if I've got that wrong. Either way, 80 kilometers an hour, and yeah, absolutely quiet, even going at 70 something, nearly 80 k's an hour. But yeah, overall, my impressions so far, to be honest, it's better than I thought in the sense of expectations of the rear-wheel drive. And what I mean by that is purely from a drive side of things, right? So I've driven the long range, although it was only for about 20 odd minutes. I've never driven a rear-wheel drive, and as a car enthusiast, I expected, and I've always thought that this car was underpowered. That's just purely my view, because it wasn't all-wheel drive, it had lesser power, and I'm also coming from a performance model which has just shy of 400 kilowatts. And so, yeah, I didn't think too much of the rear-wheel drive until I started driving some other cars, and I thought, you know what, it's got to be a reason why it's so popular. And so I took on the opportunity to see if I could get one, and now we're in one, and honestly, it's a good car, at least from initial drive, right? So I want to learn the rest of this over the next week, and I want to share everything I can with you all. So yeah, either way, I think I'm going to wrap up the video there, but let me summarize a couple of points first. So first thing first is, I feel like so far the acceleration in this model is okay, it's decent. It didn't feel slow or laggy at all. There is still zero lag, which is something that I've found Tesla have done absolutely fantastic. To date, no one has been able to match, or no other manufacturers or no other cars that I've driven has been able to match this exact same feeling of zero lag for acceleration. So there's that. Car is absolutely quiet. I love the seats in terms of being able to cool myself down. You know, even though, yes, I know it's winter in Australia now, yes, I have cooling seats on, and it's in the late afternoon / early evening. But that's me. I love it. So, yeah. So yeah, that's probably the couple of key points. I want to learn to see how good or bad the sound system is and everything else. So as I said, please make sure you subscribe if you haven't done so already, get the video a like, and I'll see you soon for more content. Take care.